Why don't we ever tell secrets on vacation because we're afraid the luggage might leak? Lowell, now on to our great American journey. We're about to embark on a thrilling adventure visiting 8 must-see locations across the United States, from the bustling streets of the Big Apple to the serene beauty of Alaska, the last frontier. We'll dive into each unique destination, uncovering what makes them a must-visit on your bucket list. So buckle up, folks. This is going to be one heck of a ride. First stop, New York City, the city that never sleeps, and neither will you, with all there is to see and do. Lol. Imagine Times Square, where the lights are so bright you'll think it's daytime at midnight. Or Central Park, an oasis amidst the concrete jungle where you can enjoy a hot dog while dodging a frisbee. And let's not forget the Statue of Liberty, our Green Lady of Freedom, who's been holding up her torch for over a century, waiting for someone to high-five her. Lowell. The streets are always bustling, the bagels are always fresh, and the subway, well, it's an adventure all on its own. So that's New York for you, a city where the hustle never stops. Next up, we're heading to the Grand Canyon, where even Mother Nature shows off her artistic side. Imagine standing on the edge of this colossal chasm, hundreds of miles wide, carved out by the Colorado River over millions of years. The views are so breathtaking they could knock the wind out of a tornado. Now, if you're an adrenaline junkie, you can venture down the trails for some heart-pounding hiking or hit the rapids for white-knuckle river rafting. But remember, it's all fun and games until a squirrel steals your lunch. Lol. And let's not forget the awe-inspiring landscapes that look like they've been painted by a giant with a palette of reds, browns, and oranges. And that, folks, is the Grand Canyon, where nature's grandeur leaves you speechless but never quiet enough to hear a pin drop. Lol. Moving on to New Orleans, where life's a jazz and everyone's got their rhythm. Picture this. You're strolling down Bourbon Street, music pouring out from every door, and your feet just can't help but tap along. Sounds like a daydream, right? But that's just an ordinary Tuesday in the Big Easy. Now, let's talk food. Ever tried gumbo or jambalaya? Well, if not, you're missing out on a culinary symphony. It's like a food party in your mouth, and everyone's invited. Lowell, I'm kidding, but seriously, the food here is to die for. And the people, oh the people. They're as warm and welcoming as a freshly baked beignet. So that's New Orleans for you, a city where every day is a celebration. Next, we hit Las Vegas, where what happens here, well, you know the rest, Lowell. Now, if you're looking for a city that never sleeps, Vegas is your ticket. Sparkling casinos that could put the stars to shame and shows so grand they'd make Broadway blush. It's the epitome of glitz, glamour, and the occasional Elvis impersonator. A city where the nightlife is as bright as the neon signs, and the only thing higher than the stakes are the heels. It's a place where you can have breakfast at Tiffany's, lunch in Paris, and dinner in Rome, all without leaving the Strip. But remember, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and your money, well, that might stay too. And that's Las Vegas, where you can bet your bottom dollar you'll have a good time. And now we're off to Hawaii, where even the volcanoes are laid back. Welcome to a place where the palm trees sway to the rhythm of the ukulele, and the ocean waves perform a hula dance of their own. Here in Hawaii, the beaches are so beautiful they make the sun blush every morning. Now let's talk about the culture. It's so rich, it makes the Kardashians look broke. And the food? Let's just say your taste buds will be doing the hula in no time. Looking for adventure? Try surfing on waves that are taller than your last relationship's problems. Or maybe go hiking on a volcano that's more chill than your ex. And that's Hawaii for you, where every day feels like a vacation. Heading north, we reach Alaska, where even the bears say howdy. Now, Alaska isn't for the faint-hearted. It's a place where the moose roam freely, and the auroras light up the night sky like a psychedelic disco. You'll find landscapes here that would make even the most seasoned Instagram influencer gasp. Imagine trying to capture a glacier in a selfie or a grizzly bear photobombing your picnic. Lowell, talk about a wild experience. And let's not forget about the adventurous activities, dog sledding, ice fishing, you name it. It's like living in a real-life action movie. But hey, it's not all Bear Grylls out there. There's also the cozy log cabins, the friendly locals, and the delicious salmon. So that's Alaska for you, where the wilderness is just another word for home. And finally, we arrive in Washington, D.C., where history is just part of the daily commute. Picture this, getting your morning coffee just steps away from the White House. I mean, you never know, you might just bump into the president. Oh, and don't forget the National Mall. Not the shopping kind, though. Sorry, shopaholics, no Gucci or Prada here. But hey, you get Abraham Lincoln and Thomas Jefferson instead. Not a bad trade-off, right? Then there's the Smithsonian Museums. Now, I know what you're thinking. I didn't sign up for a history lesson. Well, buckle up, because these aren't your regular old boring museums. They're like the Netflix of museums. There's always something new and exciting to see. From moon rocks to dinosaur bones, it's like a real-life night at the museum, minus Ben Stiller, of course, and that's Washington, D.C. for you, where every street corner has a story to tell. LOL, just remember not to get lost in history while you're there.